Let's call him right now on stream.
Say my name.
Breaking Banquet.
You're goddamn right.
Let's see if he picks up.
Hey, Jordy.
Hey, Boogie.
How are you?
I'm doing well. We're actually on stream right now to let you know your level of communication. We just watched your documentary on stream, which
cool.
I tried to call you the other day and ask your permission for, but you didn't pick up.
Oh no, man, that's what it's out there for. I'm glad you watched it.
Yeah, like
I stream.
Hey, like, is there anything you want to add to the documentary that maybe that was left off?
There's not a lot. I mean, mostly what I wanted to do with the documentary, and it's really a Mike Clem production, though I did have final edit. You know, I could ask him to remove stuff, and I didn't feel like anything that was in there was worth removing, you know. I mean, like, some of the numbers are exaggerated a little bit. We rounded up to 200K, and that money wasn't just spent on what was implied there. You know, those included traveling and trying to build my travel channel and going to New York and LA, and
what happened to your foot?
Oh, what about my foot?
Like, you said you broke your foot in the documentary, but, like, it just never came back up.
Oh, I got taken off my testosterone last year, and ever since then, my muscles have been atrophying, and I just injure myself constantly now. It sucks, but, you know, my back pain's always been bad, but in that particular case, I just happen to twist my ankle because my muscles are not able to keep up, but I can't take the testosterone anymore because of the polycythemia, you know?
I was comparing my health issues to yours because I got low T as well. I got low testosterone, which is funny because, like, you seem to still be going after women with low T. Like, how is that a thing?
It's pretty easy when, you know, my girlfriend's a beautiful young lady, you know. It's I'm very attracted to her, so that seems to be a big mitigating factor. I think if I was alone, I wouldn't really care about it much anymore, but because I'm dating somebody that I'm so attracted to, and she's very open-minded, and because I'm kind of hypersexualized due to abuse. Well, like, that's part of it.
Because all I have is, like, low T. I have morbidly obese, obviously, and I have, like, my cholesterol's a little high.
And I thought sometimes, I mean, I probably shouldn't be talking to you about it now that I think about it, but I left it up because when John Total Biscuit was dying of cancer, his views plummeted, and, like, people didn't want to think about it. People didn't want to talk about it. People didn't want to do anything about it. And I just thought, number one, people didn't believe me. They thought I was lying. Number two, maybe that should be a private battle. And so I don't talk about it anymore, you know, and that's why we left it up. But that list of medical conditions, that's literally right off of my my hospital's website. Like, you know, your login portal and stuff like that. I handed it to Mike and let him film it. You know, like, here's the list. You can show everybody. So it was verifiable, but he didn't include that in the edit, I think.
Let me ask you a question as a fat guy. Like, when you were 37, how many of these did you have? Because, like, how there's about 13 years between us.
Say 37, I still had sleep apnea. I still had diabetes. I had been in that car accident when I was 25, so my back had already gone due to that car accident. I had the lymphedema, the really bad swelling in my legs due to the venous insufficiency. And the depression was there, too. That's about it. That's most of it. Yeah.
You said you got the cancer from the testosterone, like taking, like, the TRT and stuff like that, right?
They think that's the best guess.
Because, like, they tried to get me on TRT, but I couldn't stand the needles. Like, did you ever have to do the needles, like, where you had to jab yourself in the leg?
That's exactly what I did, and one of the side effects there is polycythemia.
And, like, I fucking hated it.
I got unlucky.
Not to mention it's expensive. Like, even when you got insurance, it's fucking expensive. I had to pay, like, $1,000 a month for, like, all the needles and drugs, even after health insurance.
Yeah, he offered me the topical stuff, the ones you rub onto your shoulders every day. And it's $200 a bottle with GoodRx. My insurance won't cover it. And so, like, the injections were cheaper than that. I just don't do that. I mean, I'm not in a position where I can waste $200 on a optional medication anymore, so I haven't been doing it. But
you don't take TRT for losing weight. You take it for, like, libido.
I mean, you do take it for losing weight because it's really hard to build muscle when you have low testosterone. And if you're wanting to get in the gym, if you're wanting to build muscle, if you're wanting to be able to maintain your mobility, you definitely want to take testosterone. That's why my doctor got me on it. And your BMR is very related to the percentage of muscles that you have. So if you don't have a lot of muscle, You know, it takes less calories to run the whole system. You got more fat, you got then less muscle. And I think TRT, don't quote me on this, but I think it's also related like bone density and stuff like that. So I don't know, if your doctor recommends TRT, Jory, you should consider getting on it. Though I would stay away from the injectable. If you can afford it, get the topical, because that seems to have less side effects.
They wanted to do, like, they offered all of it. They did the needle. They offered the cream. They even offered like where they like cut open like your back and like put like pellets under your skin.
Ooh, wow! See, I didn't get that offered. No,
that's once a year. Like they literally go in, they cut open a section of your back, and they put pellets under your skin that slowly release like testosterone and stuff like that.
And I'm not in a position where I just got some bad health news this week. I'm not probably going to talk about.
Yeah, don't talk about it on my stream, man. Like that's your own stuff.
I gotta like my medical bills just went back up, went up more, and so like I'm not in a position where I'm be.
So here's a question: like you do the YouTube videos. Why don't you stream more?
There's a lot of different reasons. I used to stream 5 nights a week, 3 hours a night, and regardless of what public perception is, I've never been a huge fan.
Create another revenue. Even though you don't like that avenue of revenue, but like it's better than being homeless.
I mean, I've been homeless before, Jordy. I ain't too worried about doing that again. I'll figure it out. I did it once. I'll do it again. That's not a big deal. You figure shit out. You know, sleeping in your car is a real good motivator. And last time I didn't have a fucking car. But that said,
yeah. But last time you're also 20. You're almost 50 now. Like there's a huge difference, especially when you already have a lifeline. You have a timeline put on your head with the cancer stuff. Like you can't look at it the same like you did it before you do it again. You're in a different body, a different position.
The other thing is, besides being uncomfortable at taking people's money, I have a really bad tendency to stick my foot in my mouth. And then there's people out there who, like, one time I said on a live stream, and I said it a million times, somebody asked, you want to have kids? I said, no, I don't want to have kids. I don't want to fuck up my kids, right? And then I think one day I said something like, well, I don't want to fuck my kids. Like, I just misspoke. Like, obviously I'm not going to fuck my children. But then that made, like, the front page of Reddit. Boogie admits he wants to fuck his children, right, or something. And, like, I have a tendency to speak before I think. And I also have, like, a really edgy sense of humor. And so once they got me on that like a million times, I had a nervous breakdown in 2019, and I said that the people that harass people like me and you are worse than rapists and Nazis. You can't say shit like that when I said it, because I was out of my fucking mind, right? And ever since then, that's when I quit live streaming. I used to live stream 5 nights a week, but I quit then because I realized I can't handle the pressure of it. I can't handle the stress of it. And there's a very real chance I'm going to say something stupid. Not just to be taken out of context, but I just say stupid shit. I'm just a stupid person. I say stupid shit all the time.
You're looking at it the wrong. You're looking at it the wrong way. You're an entertainer, and sometimes being an entertainer, you got to talk about edgy subjects.
I mean, at the end of the day, if I have to choose between being homeless and being bullied for a living, I think I'd rather go ahead and work on homelessness. I think I'd rather figure that one out. I can't do what you do, man. I can't do what you do. I can't. I'm too sensitive for it. I've been through too much shit. I don't know what the right answer is. Maybe I'm too weak for it. Maybe I'm too big of a pussy. Maybe I just don't want it bad enough. I don't know. But to be bullied for a living ain't something I can do. I mean, it got way worse for me. You won the fight, so that's probably the difference. Huh?
That's not the difference, dude. That's never the difference. When two guys go into a combat sport, they both come out winners in a way. Like, there's very few people on this planet that have the nuts to walk down and fight another man in front of 10,000 people. Very few people will do that.
I also knew, by the way, and not to toot my own horn, but I also knew you were a foot taller than me, 12 years younger than me, had 6 inches of reach on me, and trained harder than I was. I was in physical therapy learning how to walk again. You were in fucking in front of your bags an hour, 2 hours a day, punching that thing. I mean,
yeah, it's because I was having nightmares thinking you were going to bust my ass.
No, I walked into that thing knowing the only...
Dude, you were talking about you had boxing training and shit. I'm like, I can't afford boxing training. I'm going to have to fucking be out here under the shed.
Yeah, my boxing training was I fought a drunk friend down in Dallas, Texas. Yeah, it was a good time though. But I mean, at the end of the day, I walked into it trying to talk as much shit as I could because that's what we do. We're fighters. We got to hype the fight. I wasn't going to pull no Dylan Danis, but I was there to like.
It's a shame that man made so much more money than us, and he basically did nothing. Wasn't even entertaining.
I was on the phone with Keenstar for about an hour yesterday, and that's one of many things I brought up when I was talking to him yesterday. Because I don't know if you know this, but like this group chat shit came out, and he was mistaken about the age of my girlfriend with like the implication that maybe she was 17 when I started talking to her and shit, you know? And like, that's obviously not true. So I ended up back in July or June, I sent him and Brantley like a scan of her ID. Hey, this is her real age. This is her real date of birth. And they just like left that shit out there. So I got on Keemstar's ass last night and I'm like, you're going to tell people the truth. You're going to tell people that you've known since June, her age, right? Because like, I don't mind people, you know, you don't like that I'm dating a 20-year-old. I get it. Shit, sometimes.
Keemstar's dating a 20-year-old. What are you talking about?
Do what?
Keemstar's dating a 20-year-old. Like Brantley's what, 22?
Yeah, I wonder. That's also why I was always so confused by why Keemstar got like the dates wrong or whatever. I don't know how to call it. I want to say he lied because I don't think he was malicious about it. But
I got one more thing for you go here. Like there's a scene in the documentary where you and your girl's in a tub and she's obviously topless. How did that go down filming?
So originally, you know, you can go back on my Twitter and you can see me saying this a million times. I said, I am never going to show the person I'm with. I'm never going to show the person I'm with. And then we had somebody threaten to dox her. I had people DMing her saying, we're going to tell the world that you're with that guy, da-da-da-da-da. And so we decided to overcompensate with it. We just went the other way with it. And she's always been very comfortable with her beautiful body. I'm very comfortable with her beautiful body. Hell, I'm comfortable with my ugly-ass body. So, shit, you know, like, if it gets views, it gets clicks. The people that support us will support us, and the people that hate it will hate it, and fuck the people who hate it. That's a them problem. Now, I can't deal with your dislike of something. You don't like it, don't look at it. But Mike was looking for some provocativeness, and he brought it up, and he's like, well, you know, we did that bathtub scene at the beginning. What if we bookended it by getting you guys in the tub again? And I'm like, sure, let's bookend it. You know, that's movie making. I'm down for that. So we got into the tub, and I don't know, we just volunteered stuff like, hey, what if we did this? And she volunteered toplessness. You know, obviously can't put her bare breast on.
Right. I was wondering, like, was he just sitting there and like she was like topless with him?
No. So he was in the other room. We set the camera up in my bedroom. Basically the other side of the bathroom, a little bit into the bedroom. And then once they had everything set up, they hit record. They stepped out of the room. Obviously, he would have seen anything in the edit. Right. But that said, he was a gentleman. He wasn't like sitting there with a half-hard cock or anything like that, you know.
Yeah, I was like, because like I would point up like this, she's obviously topless here, like she's nude.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Mike's actually in my chat right now. He just dropped a $50 donation. Thank you, Mike.
Hi, Mike. What's up? I mean, at the end of the day, Desi's always been absurdly comfortable with her body, and she should be. I mean, she's a beautiful young lady, and I'm very comfortable with my body, even though not the prettiest person in the world. Fuck it, this is the body I've been given. You know, I don't mind showing it off for the people who want to see it.
Yeah.
For the people who don't, that's a them problem, you know?
Yeah, the girls be looking for that secret fupa.